I wanted to start off this video with a disclaimer by letting you guys know that I'm in no way attempting to force my opinion onto you guys, as I know that what I'm about to say in this video will more than likely be the minority opinion on this topic. In fact, I was kind of even hesitating to make this video because I'm almost certain that I'm going to get some kind of backlash, whether it's because people will probably just think that I'm some elitist douchebag, or because apparently having a different opinion than someone in 2020 is pretty much considered a crime at this point. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the commentary. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's the Frenzy, and today I'm making a type of video that I haven't made in quite some time, a commentary rant. And today, I'm going to be talking about self-revive. Now, self-revive is very unique because traditionally players from every Treyarch Zombies mode, starting from World at War all the way until Black Ops 4, players were only allowed a limited amount of lives to work with, and if you went down too many times, you would game over, 4 being typically the maximum amount of lives that a player was allowed on each map. Unlike with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, this seems to have changed. The player will no longer game over after downing 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, or even 70 times. As long as they farm up enough salvage, they can continue to exchange it for self-revive and essentially obtaining an unlimited stock of self-revives. And I find this to be an issue because this leaves the door wide open for players that, under normal circumstances, wouldn't be getting the rounds that they're achieving if they were limited to just 4 lives. So on screen, I'm going to show you guys 2 different types of players. One of them is going to be the game that the person played at the time, and then the other one is going to be the world record holder at the time that the other player played his game. And you can see the discrepancy in downs is clearly obvious that one type of player is taking advantage of the current system in this game that shouldn't even exist in my opinion. Meanwhile, the other player is still surviving and keeping that core fundamental of zombies intact, where you are of course needing to survive. Now, I know that this is going to make me look bad, and I'm not trying to bring this up as a way to trash on other players or boost myself. I'm just saying this as a way to inform everyone and just give you guys a little bit of a better understanding of the situation at hand. So what does this all mean? Why am I bringing this up? Well, going back to what I was mentioning earlier, is that in previous Treyarch Zombie titles, players were limited by the amount of times that they were allowed to down. Players were meant to survive, but in this game it seems that it's just about whoever can get luckier with not crashing, and almost anyone can get any round due to the nature of allowing near unlimited self-revives. In all 3 of my games that I mentioned, I would have kept going if this was any other title, but I can't say the same about the others. It just seems that Treyarch wants to make high rounds in this game a participation trophy, and even if they didn't play well enough to earn the round that they got to, the fact that you played so long to get there was just enough to make it an achievement, which to me is just kind of silly. And again, I just feel like I need to make another disclaimer this far into the video. If you guys made it this far, thanks for listening to what I'm saying, but I just wanted to clarify that by no means am I trying to shame anyone or talk myself up. I'm just simply trying to advocate for the game to maintain a shred of integrity and go back to having a limit on the amount of times a player is allowed to revive during the game. I believe that players should be punished for poor play and poor decision making. I understand that this isn't a competitive game and never will be. However, my biggest fear is that if the errors get fixed for high rounds, we'll end up seeing players that are reaching new heights in bad ways. What I mean by that is players who are obtaining these rounds in the thousands with hundreds of downs tagged along. Okay, so I really wanted to mention that whenever I was on round 300 something in my round 412 game, yeah, I don't remember what the exact round is, but it was at round 300 plus, I ended up taking my 3rd down. And in other games where players are punished for too many downs, I would normally start to feel a sense of urgency. Like, I wouldn't be panicking, but I would definitely have a feeling that tells me that I need to focus, as I would be on my last life and I'm forced to clutch up here if I want to keep the game going. However, in this game, I just have self-revive, so I run down the stairs, I buy another self-revive, grab my perks, and I'm back to exactly where I was before. The only thing that has changed in this scenario is that I lost a lot of points and that I have 1 more down next to my name on the scoreboard. That's it. There's no punishment, nothing. The last thing that I wanted to say is that I don't want high rounds on this game to be a borderline impossible thing for newer players or those that aren't that great. And in fact, I want a lot of the players who try for high rounds to be able to achieve round 100. I want them to be able to find some success, but at the same time, I want players to work for some of it. I want the highest rounds on any map to feel exclusive and not something that anyone can obtain by just getting lucky by not disconnecting or crashing. I want players to be punished for going down, just like they used to. Although, again, I still want newer players to be able to achieve a milestone like round 100 and have it be more than in reach for them. I just think that as you go higher in the rounds, it should make players feel an increase in difficulty, not just an increase in time consumption, because that's basically exactly how it is now, in my opinion. So to end the video, I just wanted to let everyone know that I wasn't attempting to have any spiteful intentions by making this commentary, as it's an opinion that I've held since the game's release. Not something that I developed once I started going for high rounds. You guys would know this if you've watched my live streams. I've been talking about it since day one of playing Call of Duty Cold War Zombies, and it's just something I really want to touch up on, and I really do hope that Treyarch does hard nerf self-revive. However, if they don't, then that's cool too, I guess. Not really, in my opinion. Anyways, guys, thanks for sticking around and making this far in this video. You know, I know that this probably wasn't the greatest commentary ever made or whatever, but, you know, it is just something that I felt like making a rant about. But anyways, dudes, I'm the Frenzy, and I'm out. Deuces.